It's a shitty Monday to be a Falcons fan, but I'm gonna save that for the next video. I'm making like 5 today. I got some time finally to do some content, and I'm gonna start off talking about Alex Eubank. Now, for the longest, Alex been preaching about staying natural, not following the trend of jumping on steroids or performance enhancing drugs. Okay. For someone in their 20s that's an influencer on the internet, okay, you have to understand that most people that you talk to in your comment section, you'll never meet. When you are enticed because of views to do something potentially very dangerous to your body, there's a problem there. Now, I watched his video, and I'm not gonna share his video, none of that shit. You guys can go to his channel, look at it. Everybody's talking about it. John Bravo did a good video. Shout out to John Bravo. Even I'm Greg Doucette's biggest mosquito, but the Con Man did a video, and actually Greg made some valid points. But here's the thing: I decided to make it not just because of views, because it's something to talk about, but there are some things that he said in his video that didn't make sense to me. Number one, when you sit here and beat up everyone else that's been taking steroids, you talked about the twins, you talked about Sam Sulek, you talked about all these influencers that was not natural that people looked up to, and you said that it was wrong, for people to idolize them. And listen, I have no issues with guys that take steroids, especially if they're competing in bodybuilding. Bodybuilding is one of those things where if you're trying to go as far as you can, then you have to, unless you're going to do natural. Natural goes so far, but I'm talking about for the guys trying to be on the Olympia stage, they have to do that stuff, right? And a lot of that comes with risk. But for an influencer, because you want to be like Togi and shit, you decide to fuck with your health. You talked about brain fog, stressed out, testosterone. If you start worrying about how your body looks so fucking much and what people think about you in the comment section, you wouldn't have those problems. It's called high cortisol levels. Too lean, not enough body fat to regulate hormones. And for the doctor that prescribed you testosterone and the other shit you're going to be taking, instead of telling you eat more, lift less, eat more, or cut down on going to the gym often, right? Volume wise, eat more, rest more, focus on stress management, you still would have made gains. You're in your 20s. Your testosterone should be high as hell. But instead, you tanked it. And your dick don't work. So you don't see eyes, or you don't see eyes trying to get a pump or to dry out because no blood rush to your dick. Now, here you is in your 20s. I'll be 38 in a few weeks, and my dick stands up. My dick get hard when the wind blow. See, I likes to fuck. All right? I likes to fuck. There is no way I plan on fucking with my balls. I don't care if I don't never look like Arnold Schwarzenegger or the guys before me. It's all about health for me. What's your end game? That's question number 2. You say you're not doing it for views and then you're doing it for because you want to be the best version you can be. So you're going to jeopardize your health to be the best person you be. Do you understand the yo-yo? If you can't deal with your body now, imagine when you start to put on all this muscle and you get used to the dosage. You don't see no more gains and it's not good enough. Even Greg says this. And you keep chasing that rush. You need more, you need more, you need more. Eventually, you're going to hit a point of health and damage to your body that's going to be irreversible to repair. Right? What then? Everybody views wax and wanes. Greg views are up right now because they're Olympia, but eventually they'll come down. Larry Wills will never have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 million view videos no more because everybody hits a peak and they come down. The twins hit a peak and come down. There are certain times of the year where people get an uptick in views depending on what their profession is and what they do. But everybody plateaus and comes down. And if money is the issue, get you a fucking job. Get you a fucking job. You can plan about your life feeling the way you feel. Well, stop taking your testosterone. What you think gonna happen when you come off this shit? You have to stay on TRT most likely for the rest of your fucking life now. But imagine if something happened and you can't get TRT. What then? How you gonna handle your brain fog and shit then? Low libido and shit then? At one point when everybody said you was unnatural, I went to bat and said, because of your age, when you were talking about having brain fog and you took some time off and you was giving yourself a mental break from eating clean and so strict, when you start to eat foods you enjoy, that stress started to go down. When you got away from the gym, the stress started to go down. Why? Because you're not putting that stress on your body from eating so strict and trying to give people what they want and having lean body fat percentages, keeping your sympathetic nervous system shocked like a motherfucker. So when you back off of that and you start to wind down and letting your body come down from stress, because lifting weights and training is self-induced stress. When you back away, I'm on a 1 month deload. Well, for me, doctor's advice, because they want to look at the muscles in the back of my head due to my injury, my vision. I have an issue with my vision. I'm gonna fill you guys in on my lifting video. From the injury happened last year, everything was being corrected, and I started having other issues from this up to here, but we'll talk about that in my video. But I take time off. Every few weeks, I bag away because I do a lot of volume, a lot of it. So for me, I have to take periods of rest as a natural. I do tons of volume. Volume to me drives a lot more, right? When it comes to hypertrophy and getting into good shape. But it comes at a cost. It's like your cup will fill up, then it start to run over. That's the cortisol. It comes at a cost. And in order to dry that spill up, you need to deplete the cup. So you let your body come down from all that stress. Testosterone get balanced, that cortisol get balanced, and then the cup will be right where it needs to be. When you're constantly trying to please people, eat a certain way, look a certain way, and you're doing this every fucking day, you're going to have those issues. You're going to have that stress. But when you said all that, and Greg was like, ain't no way that your testosterone can jump up. Yes, when you take a mental break as a natural, when you start to do things you enjoy, and you let stress come down, and in your age, testosterone should be high as hell. You're in your 20s. You're going to have a quick rebound. Now, you can fuck all that up. Beast Mode Jones says something about your nuts in one of his videos. This is true. As above, so below. Your brain, your spinal canal with your nerves, your spinal cord and all that, the balls is where that ends at. Then you got nerves that run through your legs, but they come from the back, right? Your spinal canal, your spinal cord, you know, your back, your spine itself in the back. They all branch off. They all in segments: cervical, thoracic, lumbar, and sacrum sac, right? Sacrum spine, I mean. All that, each section of your spine controls different parts of your body. Thoracic, upper, cervical, neck, right, head, some upper back, lumbar, legs, and then your sacrum spine, your dick and balls and shit. When you fuck with your nuts, because your nuts is a byproduct of testosterone, especially. When you fuck with your nuts, it regulates testosterone. When you fuck with your nuts, you fuck with your head. And it's clear to me now that you didn't have no nuts. Because if you did, you wouldn't have gave in the peer pressure. You wouldn't have gave in the peer pressure. You see your peers is doing good, but the problem is they was unnatural. They didn't hide the fact that they was unnatural. That's why they were getting all those fucking views. Now, you're going to get some views from this. But guess what? You're going to get stale. And then when you get stale, what you got then? I hope, because there's no right way to do steroids. Being monitored, there's no right way. You unless it's very low doses of recommended TRT, nothing else, there's no right way to do this shit. Because you're not going to be just on tests. You're taking some other shit too. You probably be taking D-ball and a lot of other shit. Trembolone. You are going to have an issue. Because you're going to realize that it's not going to be enough to satisfy you. It's like drinking alcohol. When you drink it every day or you drink so much of it, that particular alcohol that you drink, it'll start getting you drunk. You know, it may take 2 or 3 beers to get you buzzed. Then it takes 6 or 7 beers. Then you start gaining weight. Then you be drinking a 12-pack by yourself. Before you know it, beer ain't good enough for you. Then you go to stronger drinks. Same with marijuana. Same with any damn thing. When it becomes an addiction, any addiction, whether it's a sex addiction, alcohol addiction, food addiction, it's bad for you. It's bad for you. So I hope like hell that you trying to please the crowd and get views, addicted to the views. I hope mentally that you can deal with that. I hope that mentally you start letting them comments get to you. Because if not, you on your way down. And you might be on your way to a box faster than what the fuck you should be getting into a box. So I'm gonna be watching your change. But as someone that's natural, I can't co-sign with the reasons why you decide to go this way. All that is for views and clicks and to get people to talk about you. And guess what? You're going to always have people that's going to call you weak-minded. You look like shit. You did this because of this. And you're trying to prove them wrong. But you know what? You gave them what they wanted. You responded to the trolls. Never give the trolls ammo. Period. I'm for real. I don't care if I don't ever look like a Jeff Cavalier or a fucking Beast Mode Jones or a fucking Scott Herman or Jeff Nipper. Right? And those are my natural peers. I love their content. I watch them as a personal trainer myself. Some stuff that I hear from them, I cross-reference. They tell the truth. I implement certain things that I see from them. I get results because everybody kind of copies everybody and everybody take advice and everybody usually study the same thing and experience. And at one point, I watched your content as a natural. Now, I can't follow you as a natural. I'll watch your content still, but you gave up your dick card now, your ball card. I can't. The only bodybuilder that I watch that I know is not natty is Savar. But Savar keep it real. That's the only bodybuilder I remotely take training shit from. I'm not saying that others don't know. It's just Savar is just a blunt, honest, real talking motherfucker. That's really the only unnatural one that I'm subscribed to his channel that I even remotely watch. Period. Other than that, man, I wish you well, but that's my advice. Weak-mindedness will get you killed. My advice to you is to toughen up because you're going down a dark road now, a real dark road. And normally it's nothing good that come at the end of that dark road. So I hope you made peace with yourself because you got a lot of dark days ahead. There's a lot of chaos. How you doing, Nick Walker? It's a lot of chaos that's about to come your way on this journey. So I hope you can deal with it. I wish you well. That's all I have. You guys stay safe. I'm out, everyone. Peace.